All the time, party all the time, party all the time. You are not. As a producer, I'm going to have to maybe call shenanigans on this one. Oh my God. No.
On what?
Which part? You're putting your Pokemon cards up now?
I mean, fine, I'll move it, whatever.
You've even turned your Yankees hat for it. That's what's...
I didn't turn it for that.
You still didn't turn the Yankees helmet. All right, cool.
If you're gonna serve wings at ranch, I don't want to do business with you. I get up and leave, even if I don't get the wings. It's either blue cheese or wings. Go for wings.
That's right, never mind who you thought it was. This is the Buffalluminati Podcast, your keeper of Buffalo secrets. We got a great episode for you today, but first, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm your host, Jake, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, Jeff. Happy New Year, bud.
Happy New Year, my brother. 2/3 of the way through the year, but Happy New Year to you.
Well, the month, not the year, but...
Yep, halfway, 2/3 of the way through the month, and Happy New Year to you. Snickers, goddamn it. Yeah, and it's like I always say, when you step on the brakes, your life is in your foot's hands.
You know what? That's utterly profound. I don't know what else to say. It's deep. It's deep. I'm 14 and this is deep. But on to today's episode. I figured we'd start the new year off right with a little bit more Rick James. Favorite of ours. Fan favorite, that's for sure. We did some reels of that. And everybody seemed to like it, and it got some traffic on that. And we just love Rick James and covering all his stuff. So I found two little short ones that I figured we'd cover in one episode. And the one is very appropriate. So this is coming from Channel 5 News. It's an old clip. I believe it's from LA Channel 5. I don't think that Buffalo had a Channel 5, but it could be wrong. And it's covering something that I thought was appropriate, which is with all these winter storms we've been having, especially down here in the South towns, looking back at when Eddie Murphy and Rick James were snowed in. And... if you know, you know. That's all I'm saying.
They definitely were.
But yeah, they were covering just Rick James and Eddie Murphy recording the hit single Party All the Time. And I was going
to say I'm snowed in right now, but now I don't want to say that.
I claim that. Yeah. That's right. It is bad up your way too. We've been getting hammered this January with these.
This last week or so, it's been a little rough.
That's right, but I mean, we're Buffalo tough, so we got it.
Yeah, there's no big deal as long as your city plows.
That's true. Let's see how Rick James and Eddie Murphy handled it here.
Career by making people laugh. Well, now he wants to make them party all the time. Here's that story.
Me too.
Eddie Murphy has been in Buffalo for almost a week. Most of that time has been spent inside Rick James' recording studio. The pair planned to produce Murphy's first singing single. Their plans were helped when the area was hit with the worst snowstorm of the year.
All right, now real quick, I just want to point out, worst snowstorm of the year doesn't look that bad in comparison.
True, but it's not that. This is after the storm, though. The storm itself might not have been...
You know what?
Might have been swift.
That's true. Because, yeah, sometimes it can come through and then you get one day of warm, wet, like just above 32, and then sun's out and it all melts away, and it doesn't look so bad anymore. So yeah, I might be speaking prematurely on that.
Come on.
I don't know. I'm just saying, look at that. First off, beautiful house.
Yeah.
But, and is that a Jeep in the driveway? Interesting.
Looks like. Gotta get around in the snow.
That's true. You can't take the, like the Cadillac out in the snow. I don't know what. It's a boat, you know. Boats in the snow don't do well.
They're for water.
Okay.
We've been snowed in for 4 days. I have not left the house since I got here.
Being confined to the studio actually helped the duo all but complete the new 45, entitled Party All the Time.
I love to see him, like, just that excitement that he has there. Like, just doing all that air guitar and stuff.
Yeah. He loved being the star and, like, just and center stage and everything, but I bet he liked having, like, producing and stuff like he did for so many people. And just being able to take the back seat and just chilling.
That's right. So, I don't know if I told you this, and I'll go grab it real quick. Give me 1 second. So one of my Christmas gifts from Andrew, he got me this thinking it was a Rick James album, and upon closer inspection, it is not. So
No.
It is Bobby M., who is a saxophone player, and it is his album that was produced. And on the back here, it says, 1669 Hurdle Avenue, Buffalo, New York, which was Mulligan's Cafe.
Okay.
And
No way.
yeah, I thought that was just a cool little thing. When I noticed that, I was like, oh, it's a Buffalo musician produced by Rick James, giving the people a chance. Not just Eddie Murphy, big Hollywood star, but also local Buffalo saxophone player. I can't wait to listen to that. I got to pull out my record player, though. All right, let's dive back in and see what we got going on here.
Part of the challenge to award-winning punk-funk king Rick James was to find Eddie Murphy's style.
Well, he's got his own style. He has his own sound. I mean, he has a very pleasant... I mean, it's like, it's almost like a kid singing, I mean, he's only 22 anyway, so that youthfulness is still in his voice, that...
Murphy is as excited as Slick Rick about the sound they've developed.
Slick Rick.
I think it's interesting that he used like the child's voice, but it almost is, especially if you look back to, I can't remember if it's Raw or Delirious, where he's talking about, it's the McDonald's bit. I got McDonald's and you don't have none. It's like kind of like that voice that he uses, but I think he uses it to get to the notes that he needs to. But I still think the song rocks. I don't think that was in any way like a detraction or supposed to be a insult, but it's...
No.
I also didn't know he was only 22 here.
Yeah, no, that's wild. Like James, bad influence on him.
Bad influence, and I think the mustache just adds 5 years, especially in that era. But I can see it. I can kind of see it now in this particular shot that we have up right now.
He's 35.
All right, let's finish this off here.
Did you ever envision the sound that's coming out of the speakers
I
now?
didn't think it would come out like that.
What,
I was scared when we first came here, but now I'm like this. Did you hear the record?
In Buffalo, John Paul.
Thanks, John. We appreciate that amazing, stellar report. And pop culture and what's happening here in Buffalo.
Yeah, it wasn't a long one, but it was. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
First off, for me as a musician and producer, to see the inside of the studio.
They could have gave him more time.
I think, but
feel.
also that's kind of just like an ad for the song coming out. So there's your 90 seconds of, here you go.
That's true.
Quick promo. It has an interesting story attached to it because it's, you know, they were in the blizzard and now this song's coming out and it sounds great and it's going to be a hit forever. It's a tale as old as time, Jeff.
We'll be partying all the time till the end of time.
Exactly.
Oh, Eddie Murphy, why?
Okay, Jeff, since that was kind of a short clip, I found another short one that does accompany it very well. It is a Mad TV sketch of the recording of Party All the Time. And I thought it'd be something fun to check out. And like I said, same vein. So why don't we just dive right in?
Do it all the time.
Party all the time.
Party all the time.
15 years ago, Eddie Murphy was on the road to becoming a comedy legend, but he made a left off that road to venture down a musical path. This path led him to his one and only hit single, Party All the Time. The song...
I will say he was a master of impressions, and this one already is...
Right, he had the best.
9.5, if not 10 out of 10.
Then his Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's spot on.
Forced him to turn to one of the most prolific writers in the music industry.
Man, I was messed up. I didn't even know I agreed to do no thing with no Teddy Murphy. I was just trying to get some bread, so I...
Oh, my God. Yeah, I forgot his name, too. But he's nailing it.
Yeah. They got the hair and everything. Yeah, it does have the feel. I don't know if this came out before or after the Dave Chappelle sketch, which we will react to one day, but it's so spot on.
I could score some more coke. That's right, I said coke.
Like, just... He got like all the mannerisms, and I know like the comedic effect of just like the triple take, but it was just, fantastic.
That's right, I said coke.
Also, Phil Lamar as young Rick James, since we just have the still on here as well, just with the red jacket and everything. They got all of his eras and outfits and everything on point, and Eddie Murphy as well.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Sound like a winner, man. I'm gonna be outside.
Yeah, right, man. I'm telling you, man, she go out all the time. She always going out. My girl goes out all the time, out all the time, out all the time. I don't know, Rick. I wasn't feeling the essence of Eddie on that one. I'll tell you what, let's try it.
What makes it funnier is when you consider that snowed in for 4 days.
Right.
Not just the obvious jokes aside, but when it's not hitting right and you're just stuck in that
right.
And then you're in with...
He just wants to get out of there anyway. He's about to explode, it looks like.
And then you're in there with goofy Eddie Murphy, just... I just want to go downtown.
They just make look like a square in this. Like he's just...
I mean, the song is kind of about how he's a square when you think about it.
He doesn't like to party all the time.
That's cool. I'm gonna be outside.
Come on, Rick, man. Why'd you do that, man? It's 20 below outside. You're gonna mess around and freeze, man. And what's that smell, man? You smell like hot ass.
Hey, man. I've been in the studio for 2 months, man. I ain't showered. My jerry curl's drying up. Man, and this crack's burned a hole in my pocket. I ain't been to a party in months, man.
You know what? That's the problem with you.
See what I say? This is what I say.
What?
It's 20 below outside, and he hasn't been to a party in 2 months.
Now they've been snowed in for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. And that crack's burning a hole in his pocket.
Somehow he still has more crack.
It's true. Well, it's Rick James. Come on now.
You always wanted to party, just like that girl in my song, man.
Hey, Rick needs to party, baby. Party all the time.
You're right. You see? That's why he's a genius. I know that this is just a dramatization, but I imagine that this is exactly how that happened.
Plus, he probably produced all the music.
Oh, Rick! Oh, give it up for Rick, y'all! I tell you, man, that's the essence and the style of Eddie coming through.
Can I go get high now?
Yeah, man.
Eddie had a bona fide hit.
I walk into my bedroom, and there's Eddie Murphy. Somebody that looked like that. You know what? Let's just say it was Eddie, all right? Standing on my bed, butt naked, petting a kangaroo.
I had to get him straining with against that cat.
But this wasn't the only.
Yeah. Come on now.
And
we know they're friends. They were in there snowed in together.
Facts, but if that came out that was a true story, then that's just like they just happened to drop that in there.
That would be hilarious.
I believe.
Eddie's other songs was crap. If I Was a King, crap. Put Your Mouth on Me, crap. And that damn song he did with Michael Jackson wasn't nothing but a big old piece of kangaroo crap. Then I made Eddie.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. Turn the
We did
camera
him
on.
dirty at the end there, but we all know that he hated Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Come on now. I ain't never seen him just have no nosebleeds like that.
Cool.
He held it down.
He was a professional.
Handled his shit proper.
Man, my essence have changed. It's
Wait,
new.
hey, I just want to get one thing straight. I see that kangaroo, I'm shooting first and asking questions much, much later.
Hey, man, Rick, I don't think that's going to be a problem, all right?
Oh, no, it most definitely ain't going to be a problem.
Hey, look, man, here's what I'm thinking. Because we moving into the millennium, man. I've updated the song.
You can still call me Rick. Just pay me. Oh, shit.
Oh, God. They're killing it.
See, it's kind of like a website. emails@eddiesgirl.com.
Cool. Sounds good. I'm going to be outside.
Some things don't change.
That's right, Jeff. Some things don't change. And Rick James is definitely one of those people. Never changed.
The man.
But
he did like to party all the time, just like that girl in Eddie Murphy's song.
I think it's a great little look at Buffalo history and a little bit of Hollywood history and just how wild things got in the 80s. Not just with partying all the time, but just what could happen and like just the fact that all of that did happen in Buffalo during a snowstorm. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Rick James is he's a GOAT. And he produced the hell out of that song.
That's right. I mean, master producer for sure. As masterful as the comedians that pulled off all of those performances in the Mad TV sketch.
Yeah, they nailed it.
I think that's the power of Rick James and his musical ability is to just take literally anybody and be able to showcase whatever skill and talent they have musically and make it a hit. Like that song was a huge hit at the time, and he brought the Temptations back. He featured so many he got so many artists, I should say, brought them to like a national stage, a national spotlight. Think about the Mary Jane Girls and Tina Marie, even, where'd I put that? Oh, Bobby M here.
Oh, here we go.
Produced album.
Heck yeah. Sax.
It's called Blow. How appropriate.
Not to be confused with Rick James' Glow.
Right. Hopefully we will hear a bunch of Rick James come Sunday as we take on the Chiefs. Go Bills. And with that, I think we will sign off here. Jake, along with your co-host Jeff, this has been the Buffalluminati Podcast. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace out. Hit that like and subscribe.